And I am an author as well as a poet, and I'm from Wyoming. And I'm here for a family emergency, so we're up at the hospital. But I wanted to share a few of my poems, kind of like a few stories that come from my book. In my book, I talk about angels and angel numbers. And I don't know if anybody in here is familiar with what angel numbers are. Angel numbers are synchronicity numbers. So basically 333, 555, 1111, which basically, I don't know if you're familiar, but Make-A-Wish. That's what people. So when this started happening to me, and before I wrote my book, it started happening to me to where I was seeing 333 all the time, every morning, 333, I would wake up. During the day, I started seeing it. I started getting scared. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I thought something bad was gonna happen to me. I didn't know, and so I started researching. I got on Google. Google is my best friend. I started researching, finding out what these numbers meant. And there's a favorite site that I go to, and it's called Joanne Sacred Scribes.
It's called what?
Joanne Sacred Scribes. And she kind of tells what each number means. And so from that, I kind of got an idea, and I started listening to my own inner calling, my own journey. I started taking my own journey, listening to what I felt inside. And from it, I started writing using automatic writing. I don't know if anybody is familiar with automatic writing, but it's basically just praying. I pray to the good, the divine, and I write, and it just comes, it flows. So I want to share a few poems that I wrote. My book has vignettes, which are short stories, and I incorporate a similar poem to each chapter in both of my books. The first poem I want to share is called Tomorrow Was Never Promised. And this was a poem that I dedicated, and it's spoken in my grandmother's voice. Tomorrow is never promised. Every day is a blessing. We all know that it's true. Tomorrow is never promised. I swear I thought you knew. To wake up and find me no longer here with you. My journey to heaven was something I had to do. Tomorrow is never promised. I knew that all along. I tried my hardest to show you, but somewhere I went wrong. Your saddened heart will hurt. The pain you'll feel so deep. Tomorrow is never promised, and now you're left to weep. My borrowed days were numbered. I tried to tell you so. My golden heart stopped beating. It was time I had to go. Tomorrow is never promised. There is no guarantee. Life is never fair. And with that, I have to agree. Tomorrow is never promised. I wish I could stay with you. The moment that I left you is something I cannot undo. We shared great laughs, sat in tears, we cried. We even had a chance to talk and to even say goodbye. I know it hurts, but just be strong. Please, for me, try and get along. I didn't want to leave, I never wanted that. Tomorrow is never promised. God, He wanted me back. And that was a poem that I wrote. I spent the last day with my grandmother before she passed, and she taught me that great lesson, that tomorrow was never promised. And so I have much appreciation for life, and that's a lot of things that I write about and relate to. Another poem that I want to share is dedicated to all women of the world, and I wrote this during International Women's Day. I did an event, and it was called Making Life Happen. So I wrote my poem for this event, and I called it Women Making Life Happen. And it's dedicated to all the strong, hard, dedicated, loving women of the world. Instead of sitting around and waiting for life's big break, women in the world live life to its fullest, living and growing from every mistake. No stone unturned, no path untraveled. Life's great mysteries slowly unraveled. Women of the world very well make it happen. Every life is an adventure, buckled up, seatbelt fastened. No story told short, no chaos kept quiet. Problems arise like the weight gain of a bad diet. Handling all strife like a true champ. A great woman's life marked with the approval of a guaranteed stamp. Heads held high, voices making sense. Every life lived now and not in the pretense. Yesterday is gone and tomorrow is never promised. In the now, appreciate, smile, and remain forever astonished. This life is only lived once, for we only have one shot. Giving it 100%, giving it all we got. Making it happen with no held regrets. Doing it alone with a partner, maybe even a pet. Never questioning how to get it done. Just creating positive habits such as praying to the rising and setting of each day's sun. A child, a beautiful daughter, a handsome son. Even being a grandmother with grandchildren, life is never overdone. Life is a blessing, having our loved ones here each and every day. Cherished moments, happy memories. Life can be hard, but it's not over, for we are only halfway. Making our journey the best we can, leaving our imprints upon this land. Making it happen with heads held high. Smiles all around, looking up to the sky. Knowing in our hearts that each and every one of us are one of a kind. Holding each other up, for no one woman should be left behind. And I want to share one more before I get off the stage. So this poem that I want to share is called The Abundance of Never-Ending Choices. The abundance of never-ending choices. I got out of bed today. That was my choice. I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and then took a shower. Those two were also my choices. I dressed in clothing to accentuate my beauty. Again, my choice. I write always and often to express my feelings about life, love, and almost anything that my heart, mind, and soul feels within. Writing is my choice. Choices happen every day for each one of us, both expected and unexpected. The colors we like, the foods we eat, the music we put into our ears, the television, movies, art that we allow our eyes to see, the books that we choose to read, the way we choose to dance, even the words we use, all choices. Whether consciously or subconsciously, the choice could be how to live life, negatively, positively, eating healthy, drinking water instead of soda, drinking a glass of wine, a beer, even a shot of hard liquor, 1 drink, 2, 3, 4, it doesn't matter. The choice is always ours. Consequences, both good and bad, result each day by the choices we make. No one forces us to do things we don't want to, and if they do, then it is time to reevaluate. Choices are the voices within us to make a difference, to be content or just not give a damn. Choices are and will forever remain exactly what they are, choices. Choose wisely, for tomorrow is never promised, and tomorrow could possibly never come for some of us. So cherish, honor, and appreciate this beauty that each of us call life. For cats have 9 lives, we only have one. Thank you so much. Thanks for listening.